How to defeat Green Monster of the Swamp. We recommend equipping Flamberge Legion Arm for this encounter. This will make applying Overheat on the boss much easier, and the status stays active long on this enemy. Also useful will be defense parts that offer good protection against corruption. Additionally, you can purchase some attribute resistance ampoules and attribute purification ampoules. During the battle with this boss, the corruption bar fills very easily, and leaving it unchecked will make you lose a lot of HP and stamina in a very fast manner. After initiating the battle, the boss can start with 2 different attacks. The first one is an instantaneous fury attack. The boss will run towards you very fast. You can either dodge him or try to stop the boss's assault with a perfect block. With a successful block, the boss will bounce off you, leaving you with an opportunity to return with a maximum of 2 attacks. The second possible attack sees the boss burrow in the ground. You'll lose sight of the enemy for a moment. Watch the ground. If you see mounds, it means that the boss is right there. When mounds appear near you, make a side dodge, then attack the monster. The green swamp monster can also stand on its 2 legs and attack. He will perform 3 strikes, each the same. Nevertheless, with each attack, the next ones are slower and slower, with the final 3rd one being a fury attack. You can try to perfect block them, as this will fill the groggy bar of the boss. However, if you're having problems with blocking these attacks, get behind the boss's back. If the boss lowers to the ground and starts to retreat, he will attack 4 times with his tentacles. When struck, each such attack applies decay on the player. The first 2 strikes are very fast, requiring an instantaneous response. The next 2 are slightly delayed, however. By then, the boss should be so far away that the attacks won't hit you. If you manage to stun the boss, you can perform a fatal attack. Before going through with the attack, you can additionally use Flamberge. When going for the fatal attack, use Legion Arm again. The green swamp monster can also raise his right side and hand to perform a quick attack with its tentacle after a moment. It doesn't deal that much damage, but if struck, you'll be pulled towards the opponent. To mitigate the attack, we recommend a dodge or blocking it. However, it is so fast that it requires an instantaneous response. The last attack the boss can use on you is a 3-hit combo. The move is initiated with the boss standing on his legs and roaring loudly. He starts with a sweeping horizontal blow, followed by a vertical hand attack. Then he once again stands on his legs to attack with both hands and finish the combination with a standard sweep with his hand. The 3rd attack unfurls slowly, so be patient with the block button. How to defeat Puppet-Devouring Green Monster. After defeating Green Swamp Monster, a cutscene will be initiated, introducing you to the new form of the boss, Puppet-Devouring Green Monster. This boss is a mix of what you've just faced and a scrapped watchman. During the fight, you'll have an impression that some attacks are familiar, although slightly modified. The boss will often lunge at you up to 3 times in a row. After each lunge, consider running up to him and attacking. The 3rd lunge is a fury attack. We do not recommend trying to block these attacks. When the Puppet-Devouring Green Monster turns its body 180 degrees and puts its paws on the ground, it will attack 6 times with its tentacles. They will come in fast succession. After pressing the block button, the next press comes almost instantaneously. With correct blocking, you'll induce groggy status on the boss easily. If the Puppet-Devouring Green Monster starts charging at you, he will also perform 2 quick horizontal attacks. Respond with either dodges or blocking. If the boss raises his hand high and starts straightening it, after a short moment, he will lunge at you and attack. This is essentially the same move which you could observe in Scrapped Watchmen. The only difference is that after this attack, the boss will swing his tentacle, dealing damage. So don't go rushing with an intent to attack if you manage to avoid the first blow. One of the most dangerous attacks here is a unique grab move of the boss. When the boss stands on two legs and is idle, he will in a moment attack with his tentacles to grab Pinocchio. If this is successful, a short animation will play out during which you'll receive a lot of damage that cannot be avoided. We do not recommend attempting to block this attack. A dodge will work better here. The final attack the boss can perform is a special combination of a few strikes. Most of the time, the boss attacks 3 times. He raises his hands, then drops them on the ground, and then starts to rotate his hands. After 2 rotations, he will strike again. He may even combine this attack with a fury attack, striking with both hands. The pace of all the swings is very similar, only the fury attack is a bit slower. It is very easy to anticipate and block these attacks, so we recommend choosing the defensive variant with which you'll stun the boss and defeat him much faster.